Hey friends. Hey welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, we're gonna do some afternoon crafting and we're going to decorate something that most of you probably have a lot of, but let's be honest, you can never have too many. Can anybody guess what it's gonna be? Whenever you get here, say hello, hit the heart button. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs and I'm gonna be crafting with y'all today. So comment the word notebook and I will send you, my page will send you a message, and in that message will be the link to get all of the supplies. We're going to use probably 8 different colors on this, and I'm really excited about it because I am fixing to do a bunch of like traveling and stuff, and I just need this to keep me organized, I guess, during the summer. So why not? We're going to try it, and I am going to share this into my broadcast channel right about now. So down below is a pinned comment. It will say comment the word notebook to get all the details. And right below that is a link to join our free broadcast channel. Make sure you join that. That is where you're going to get all the information, promo codes, sneak peeks, last minute reminders right in there. Hello friends. Yes, we're going to make the notebook, y'all, but we're going to I don't know, make it fancy. So in case you didn't know, we have spiral notebooks by themselves now on the website. And I'm constantly, like, you guys should see how many post-it notes I have with notes sitting here. And as you know, like, the stickiness of the post-it note, like, goes away over time, right? Well, I have so much going on this summer that I just need one place to put everything. And then I'm the type of person, and maybe this is why I use post-it notes, because whenever I'm done with that, you know, obviously I cross off the items, but I can throw it away, so it's like out of sight. But this right here, this is amazing quality, and I actually like that there are no lines. I don't know, something about it, but it is excellent quality. You could use these for junk journals. I mean, this is like cardstock paper, and it's like 5x7, super cute. We're going to use this, but what we're going to do first is I want to wax this before I forget. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, y'all. I've got 972 items to do. So I'm marking this one off of my list today. There really is no front or back, but this is chalk suede material. That's what it's called. So what that means is it's like paper, okay? And I'm going to use the watercolor dot pattern on this. This is sticky. Well, I don't want it to like tear up the paper, I guess you could say. Hello, everybody. Y'all stay tuned. I had some requests in my VIP group. I posted something today where they had to post a picture of theirs, and they requested to see all of mine. So there will be a video later today of this very messy craft room. Yes, Deborah, 100%. Yes, Linda, yay! What did Amy say? I made one the other day and have another one I'm about to start in a few minutes. You can never have too many notebooks. All right, so I have to remember which side I wax. So I'm going to leave that one face up. Let's put this away and let's get going. Hey, Dana. You can never have too many notebooks. But somebody made a comment. Was it Michelle? She mentioned that no lines is like freeform. You can doodle. Yes. Doodle, doodle. Okay, here we go. So let me grab my little table. My table broke because I stacked way too many heavy things on it. I'm really sad. I always keep this little table, in case you haven't noticed. I'm always pulling it over to the side. Well, I use this to keep all of my like fuzzing cloths and my extra supplies and my dish drying mats, which I clean my transfers with. I always keep them on here. Well, y'all, I've had this for a long time. And the tabletop officially, you know, like the screws popped out of the tabletop. So I'm going to find a new one, but I want to go a little different, I think, this time. I think I want to do more of like a cart, similar to how I have over here. Something like this. But flat shelves, if that makes sense. I have goals, y'all. I know, Missy. Hey, Tracy, how are you? I do have an obsession with notebooks too, Becky. And didn't wax it. Had a few spots that got stuck, but saved it. Yes. You really got to be careful with the notebooks, y'all. Anything chalk suede, that sounds weird. And anything like cardstock paper that you are going to put your sticky transfers on, just beware. Okay, so before we put this on our notebook, we have to make sure that all of these colors are up to par with the consistency, because not all of these do I use often. So like Shimmer Olive, I would be shocked if this was still good. Y'all, look at this. This is no bueno. So I'm going to try and bring it back to life, and I'm going to show you, okay? Awesome, Tracy. So I'm going to take, in this case, because some of that paste is hard, I'm going to take a multi-tool and work with it. I mean, I may have to get another jar down, but I think we might be okay. But this multi-tool right here, and this is the one I put in the supply list. I mean, it's pretty stiff. So it's going to help you break apart that paste. Now, I mean, if you're the type where this would just frustrate you, just grab a new jar. But because I only need this color for a little, hey Stephanie, I'm going to try and bring it back to life. I think this is the only one that we're going to run into that problem. But it is a shimmer. It is Shimmer Olive. But as you can see, it's like a ball of mess. So you want to make sure that you hydrate your paste, y'all. Okay? And in order to do that, you just spray it. I put distilled or purified water in my jars because if I add tap water, I don't know, y'all, there's something in it like that could create mold in your jars. So don't do that. All right, so see, it's already starting to like soften up, which is a great thing. See, we're bringing it back to life. I'm glad I did not just throw in the towel and get rid of this. Because like I said, I don't need a whole lot of this color, but I'm showing you how to do it. Yes, Jeannie, isn't it great? Hi, Lorena. Hey, Gina. Teresa loves shimmer. Marilee, did you find your package? Did you get answers on that? Okay, so I think we're good, y'all. I'm okay with this. So I'm going to scrape all of that excess back into the jar, and I'm going to wipe this off, okay? I go through all my jars every few months and stir them. Girl, Dawn, you're amazing. Can you come to my house and do that, please? All right, Dana wants to know, I have a question. I have a board all painted and ready to make a porch leaner, two-sided. It has some big knots, etc. Should I fill with wood putty first? Yeah, it's already painted. I was gonna say you could sand it down, but if there are some pretty chunky knots, I would definitely do that because most likely it is gonna bleed. Oh yeah, Becky, like this was hard as a rock, and now I can use it. All right, so I have Peachy Keen. Hello, Debbie Wood. Peachy Keen looks good to go. I am going to close them as I go because we're not going to get to all of them just yet. This is Marvelous. I went to look for this in my drawer, and I don't have it, so I grabbed a new one. So that one obviously is great. This is Papaya. This is my go-to fall color. This one looks like most of it is on the side of the jar. Now this one, I don't really need to worry about using the multi-tool. This, I can just take one of our simple little stir sticks and bring it back to life. Come on down, Dawn. We'll hook you up. How's that? Hey, Pearl. So, I mean, we're not going to use a whole bunch of this, but I get asked this question all the time, like, how old? Like, when do you know that your paste is too old? Well, you saw me bring that shimmer olive, I mean, pretty much back to life. Now, if you have one that is similar to shimmer olive, what I recommend is like you spray it with water, let it sit for a second, come back and spray it again, and keep doing that until you get some type of, what is the word I'm trying to say? Like until you start to feel it loosen up, basically. All right, we have Shimmer Harvest. Oh Lord, I haven't used this in a long time. And this one is open or not? Oh boy, this one is all crusty. Lovely. Let's see what it looks like. Yes, exactly, Dana. Okay, this one looks like it is almost brand new. This is Shimmer Harvest. It is a little bit hard to stir, so I am going to put some water in here. And just give it a stir again. And now it's much easier. Like, I'm not using as much muscle. Okay, let's be real. Somebody said, yeah, the mold in the jar is totally fine. Y'all just scoop it out. Back in the day, we had some issues with that, but just use distilled or purified water. You'll be fine. If you have it, just scoop it out. All right, Shimmer Harvest is very, very pretty. This one has not been used in months. All right, let's close this up. Let's Majesty. We're going to use Majesty. This is a brand new color of the month. You can get that with a $75 order on my website. This one's brand new too. Let me see if I have another one. I do right here. Yes, movement. Thank you, Dana. I was going to say cushion, but I don't think cushion's the right word. You had a paste packet that I could not bring back to life. It was so hard. I've had that too, Dawn. All right, so here's Tide. So Tide is, Tide is Tide. So I don't typically use this color much. I did use it last night on a shirt in the ink form. But this right here I don't use very often. It is a little thick. Spray, spray, spray. Y'all just love watching me stir my paste. But I'm making sure that everything is good to go before I start my project. So I don't get in a panic. Not that I would panic, but don't get in a rut right whenever don't get in a pinch right whenever I'm doing my project, right in the middle. So I want to make sure they're all good to go before. I found it in the next morning. I think they left it at the wrong house, but don't know what happened with the tracking. You know, so many people have that issue. I'm always like, hey, go check your neighbor's porch or go knock on the next door. Go knock on the door next to you. I had to do CPR. Create paste renewal on a few jars myself. Nancy, I love that. We need more metallic colors. The glitter and the shimmer gets, yes, the OCD in high gear. I am in love with the metallics. I want like a metallic black. Okay, so did we do all of them? Yeah, Shimmer Olive we started with. Wipe all this off. Oh boy, there goes Tide, all the way smeared. Tide stains. Hi Susan, how are you? Are you hot in Maryland? What's the temperature? What is the temperature up north? I'm in Texas. And it's actually, the exact look this morning, it was 98% humidity. Can you believe that? Oh, you know what I didn't check? The candy apple. Thanks, Diane. Well, we enjoy having you. Okay, this one is almost gone, but it's perfect for what I need today. Okay, y'all ready? All right, I know I'm going to need lots of wipes. Well, not lots. I'm going to need some wipes because we're going to go color by color and do this. So let me grab my notebook. Okay. We're going to start with Peachy Keen. I know, wouldn't metallic black be awesome? All right, so I'm going to, let's do this. All right, I'm going to figure out how I want to do this. How do I want to do this? I don't know yet. 91 in North Carolina, 85 in Maryland. Yeah, I bet that's, you're not used to that, huh? All right, let me scoot this up just a little bit. I don't want the dots to sit on the rings. So we are going to see if that works right there. But like I said, you can DIY your own notebooks, okay? I think that looks good. I'm fine with it. Now, if you see something underneath, lift it up, but make sure when you lay it back down that you get rid of all those air bubbles. Y'all ready for this? We're going to create a pattern. 92 in Wisconsin yesterday. Wow. Can I turn what sideways, Trace? This. I need Titan ink. I saw you use it and I need it. I wish they had vanilla in ink. Yes. Hey, Tony. How are you? Hi, Terry. Kathy Paramore. Hello, Deborah Bagwell. We are getting rain and flooding down here in San Antonio. Oh, that's no good. All right, here we go. So we're going to just start with Peachy Keen. And I'm just going to go one row at a time. Now, I do know that some of these will have to repeat. Because I only have 8 colors, and I think we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows. Okay, so I'm going to pick up all of my excess, put it back into the jar, and I'm going to lift this little row. Okay, releasing the paste from the screen because it's going to take us just a second to get down this pattern. Okay, then I'm just going to lay it back down. Now, this is one we'll probably have to use again. Now, I guess I could, no, I'm just going to go row by row. I'm not going to jump ahead. Hi, Heidi. Missy, what's up? Diane, where have you been? How are you? Okay, let me grab my paper towels. Majesty is gorgeous. All right, next we're going to do Candy Apple. We're going to go all the way across. So in each of these little dots, I guess maybe not all of them, there's like parts of it that are not silkscreen to create that, I don't know, distressed look, I guess. So I love that about this transfer. All right, here we go. Lift. See that? Lay back down. Then press the top of this next row because we want to make sure that our air bubbles are gone. Hi, Connie. How are you, Connie? All right, this is one we'll probably have to use again, so I'll set that aside. Let's go papaya next. And there's a little bitty one right here. Okay, get all my excess off. Let's lift this up. We're releasing the paste. That's what we have so far. And I'm just going to let this fall back down. Push right there. Clean off my squeegee. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you so much. Well, I'm glad you're here, Diane. Okay, the next color is Shimmer Harvest. Myrtle Beach. You could turn it sideways. Yes, Tracy, yes. Okay, Shimmer Harvest is like yellowish color. But I'm going to use this to take on my trips this summer. Got like 4, y'all. Keep everything organized. Put all my thoughts in it, all my ideas, any notes I need to put. Like I may even put like items that we need for packing. Like currently I'm in the process of packing for this state tournament. We're leaving tomorrow. And I know I have to get the uniforms, the belts, the shoes, the hats, the socks. Like all of that stuff. ×2. Actually, ×2 for each boy. So it would be ×4. Because I have twins, in case you didn't know. So I have a lot of it laid out on my bed right now in piles. Okay, I don't think we'll need this, right? I don't know. I don't use Shimmer Harvest enough. I mean, it's pretty. But it is kind of like the yellow shimmer, huh? Come on, just go back in. All right, here we go with Shimmer Olive. This is the one that we brought back from the dungeon. Let's see. See if it's still usable. All right, so this worked. So I brought it back to life after it being really hard, and we were successful. So don't give up on that, okay? Yes, Diane, I don't know that mine are there yet to make their own list, but Mom will do it for them right now. Okay, we don't need the Shimmer Olive. Got the Harvest. Let me just put these away. Let's go with Tide next. Do you need to put a seal? Linda, you could if you wanted to. We have this stuff called gator hide, which is like a sealer, I guess. Sometimes used as like Mod Podge. You could actually, you know what? I could even use Mod Podge to seal this. Actually, I might do that. That's a good idea. You just use Shimmer Watermelon. Was that on your ant stuff, Deb? All right, here we go. This is Tide. It's like the deep sea ocean color, I guess. I really like this pattern. Lift, release the paste, roll it back down, wipe off your squeegee. 1 year and had it on the counter for me to check over, and he put condoms on it when I asked him about it. He just said wanted to make sure you looked at my list. I bet you were like freaking out. How old was he? I might have a heart attack if that happens to me. All right, now we're going to go in with Majesty. Let me close up my papaya. It's over here chilling. Majesty, like I said, is our new color of the month. On the first of every month, we come out with a brand new exclusive color. It could be ink. It could be paste. It could be, I don't know, color changing paste packets. Who knows? Or ink packets. But you can unlock this to purchase when you place an order of $75 or more on my website. You can purchase up to 3 jars at once per order, okay? At once per order. But no, do not go shopping on my website until you join our perks program, because you're going to get 30% off all of these products. The notebook, the transfer, this tool, the paste colors I'm using. So all you have to do is comment the word notebook, and I will send you a message with all of that detail. Okay. Plus, we give extra goodies to our perks members. So, Go check it out. This is Majesty. It's like, it's definitely a purple, but it's got like a shade of blue. For sure. All right, pick up all your excess, because if you don't, you're gonna have like line looking finish on your project, okay? All right, let's lift it up. Release the paste from the screen. Oh my gosh, look. It's so cute. Push those down. Cece has a good deal on the acrylic rectangle with twine. Do you have any pieces done on acrylic surfaces? Yes, I do. Let me grab them. That's a really good point, because somebody else asked me about acrylic today. So hold on. 1 second. Let me find them. All right, here's what I have. Let me show you. And we can sit here because we lifted this up. So this was a transfer we used to have. Now this doesn't have the holes in it, but same concept. This was the Bold Lemons. It was a club cutout. I'm sorry, a club transfer last year. And I just used the paste on one side. Okay. You see that? It's kind of hard to see with the light. But this one I did. This was a larger piece of acrylic. I just did one side. Okay. Look at the ants. That's cute. Now this one right here is a little different. So this is the palm tree transfer. So I just took a paintbrush and painted the lines on the back, okay, to kind of give it that like sunset feel. And then on this side, the front, is where I chalked the design with black velvet chalk paste. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. He was 16. All right, so there's that. We're done with Majesty. Now we're gonna go in with, what other colors do we have? Marvelous. We have several notebooks, and my grandkids love making their own notebooks. That's perfect. I love that. Maybe I should have my boys do that. I know one of them, it would probably end up under his bed or something. The other one, I don't know if he would keep it or not. Can anybody guess which one would probably shove it on the side of their bed? And they may be listening to me right now. Love you boys if you're listening. Can anybody guess who would shove it on the side of their bed? If you know my children. All right, this is Marvelous. Very pretty. Oh, Vetral, there you go. Perfect. So hopefully that helps, Becky. You can make some really awesome things with the acrylic pieces. Paint the back. Like, I don't know where some of my other, but I have done before where I just took, I think it was this transfer actually, where I painted the back solid, like vanilla or bright white, and then I did the lemons in true lemon colors on the other side, so it really made it pop. All right, release the paste. Press this down. Jeannie, you're the winner. Jeannie said Jackson. Oh, great question, Stephanie. Thanks for popping that in. Tammy, you're right. You need to fudge your transfer a lot when using the acrylic. If not, the transfer will stretch and curl when taking it off the acrylic. Thanks, Steph. Appreciate that tip. Stephanie is right. All right, Peachy Keen, because now we're back to our first color. Super, super cute. Now, obviously, I want to make sure, obviously it's dry, but I may let this sit a couple of hours before I apply the coat of Mod Podge on it to seal it. Sun catchers, yes. Yes, correct, Carla. You're right. Diane's right. Dana's right. Deb's right. Y'all are right. Jackson, if you're watching, they know you. Oh, man. Okay, we're done with Peachy Keen. Now we're going to go... Okay, we're done with this one. Now we're going to go red. Candy Apple. Don't want to get too much. But I don't want to have too much excess on the sides of my circles because I don't want it to blend in with the next row. And then I'm going to show y'all a sneak peek of something I have coming for Mini Sale Monday. Marcia, how are you, Marcia? When you say release the pace, makes me think of an old movie. Can't remember the name, but the line was release the Kraken. What was that? Release the Kraken. Darn it. Does anybody know? I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, one more row. Lay it back down. And this one is papaya. I can see the lady who said it, right? It was a lady. Was it Austin Powers? No. I don't remember. Why do I want to say it's Austin Powers? It's not beads, Diane, but we do have beads on Monday. Heavy really stuff. Yeah, you gotta be, it's tricky with that acrylic. Just make sure you over fuzz. All right, there's that. Clash of the Titans. Wow. I was really close with Austin Powers. I don't do movies, y'all. I don't watch movies. I mean, I do, but that's pretty funny. Pretty funny. Okay, so I'm going to set this down. And we're going to take a wipe and we're going to get all this off. Hi, Shanna. Austin Powers. Christina Porter, you go live? I did not know that. You have a page? I know, you're a sucker. This next Monday is going to be really cute. The bead end that Zach has for this bead bundle on Monday, 7 p.m. Central, by the way, the 16th. It's really, really cool the way he did it. It's like double-sided. So make sure you set your alarm. We'll have a live sale. And it's like summer themed items every day. Summer everyday items. All right, so now I'm going to spray it with water. And then I'm going to find my board eraser. Which, y'all, oh, here it is. I'm waiting for these to come back. I forgot to wash mine last night, y'all. Very bad. I stuck it over here because after my live last night, I did another, I did a training in a group and I forgot to wash it. All right, now this time I'm working on the sticky side. I am not going to take a wipe to it. Yeah, you better save your allowance. We've got some cute cutouts too. We have the final flamingo piece to the 3-piece set. And it's very much my style, so. I know, right, Diane? Okay, so now that this is all cleaned, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to wipe this off. We're letting our notebook dry, that last row. Then I'm going to flip it over like so. And then this is ready to go again and be used for the next project. Now, if you see there's a little bit of staining on there, no big deal. As long as you remove it from the screen, you're good to go. Okay, let's roll this up. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Coming in late. No big deal, girl. I'm on early today. I have a lot to do, and I feel like sometimes if I go hang out with y'all during the day, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel way more productive because I have like a full line of time. I don't know if that makes sense, where I don't have to stop and do a project. Does that make sense? Not that I don't like doing that, but the boys have practice tonight, so it's going to be quiet in the house. Just saying. All right. I think they're home. Let's see how loud they're going to be whenever they get in. All right, let's close this up, and I'll show you the sneak peek. Okay, so we are going to open up this little flap right here.
You're doing a great job.
Thanks, Zach.
Love you.
Love you. I'm going to fold the flap in, and I'm going to stick my transfer in. Hey, Angela. And then I'm going to remove the flap from the inside, and then whoop, now it's ready to be stored over here on my wall. But let me show you. Oh, and I want to show you something else. I'll show you that here in a second. I got a lot of things, but check these out. Okay, I'm in the process of figuring out how I'm going to bundle these. But y'all, look how stinking cute these are. I used my markers with these. Look at this one. It says good times and tan lines. These are little keychains. So I have these really cute little, what do you call these? Tassels. And I've got the circle pieces and the little clips for keychains. But y'all, I think these are precious. Like this one right here is a beach ball. And it says, girls just want to have sun, S-U-N. Y'all tell me if you like these. This one says, one crazy son of a beach. That's cute. But I thought you guys could get these, use your markers, paint them, or color them in, whatever, and then maybe give them to your girlfriends. This one says, life is better in flip-flops. I love this one. Look at the detail on the flip-flops. Sun, sand, and a drink in my hand. Oh, I've done that too, Missy. For sure. And then this one is anything is popsicle. So tell me what y'all think. But they would come with the tassels and the little piece to put them in. To not string them on, but y'all know what I mean. So anyways, that is something that's coming on Monday. I just think those are fun little gifts for yourself. Give them to your girlfriends, coworkers, granddaughters, daughters, whatever. So anyways, that is what we're doing. So here's our notebook. Let me see if this is dry. Look at this. I know, Betrel, right? Look at our notebook, y'all. How stinking cute is this? So now I'm going to seal this. I'm going to put a coat of Mod Podge on it for sure. Because it's going to be like down in a bag, in luggage, probably in my purse. But how cute is that? Okay, and then you've got your pages. Now, you could do the back if you wanted to. I'm not the overachiever like that today, at least. But let me show you, I've been preaching these catalogs. Okay, they put catalogs not in everybody's packages, but this is where I got my inspiration. And I changed up one color. I don't know, Deb. That's what I'm trying to figure out. The words are, yes, because it's like double-sided. It's like two. So it would be like this. I mean, you could, no. That's how it's supposed to be. So, like, here's the keychain. It would be on the hook or the little loop. And it's like a pair. That makes sense. Okay? But look. Look what's in the catalog. Right there. So instead of me using Cadet, I used Majesty. That makes sense. We have this thing called the recipe guide for every launch that we get and we release. And I post those in my VIP group. So I went to that recipe guide because this is the summer collection. And I typed in the Control F and the transfer name, watercolor dot pattern. And it came back with the colors for this, which is an ombre. And then it told me what colors to put on here. So again, I switched Cadet for Majesty. Telling y'all, you need to utilize the catalog, and these same images are on my website. You just click on the transfer, hover over it, depending on what device you're on, and you will see stuff like this, okay? No, they're not stuck together. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to go put a layer of Mod Podge. But y'all, thanks so much for hanging out with me. We will see you next time, okay? Bye, friends.